Hey guys and girls, it's Ken here from OK Portugal. Welcome to another episode of Portugal Farm Life. Sheesh, this is a really strange day today. I'm going to turn the camera around. Now this is not fog, this is dust from Saharan Africa. So it's like dust from the Sahara desert that's been blown up, and it's all over Portugal at the moment. So it looks like a thick fog. So first things first, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what's going on with Mimo. Mimo, hello. She's doing really well. She's doing really well. She's much better. Last week she had a run-in with pine processionary caterpillars and she had to go to the vet. And she was like really unwell. We were really worried. Yeah, she's got no lasting damage. And she seems to be back to her old self. And Eddie, our Serrada Estrella puppy, is getting massive. He's already taller than Mimo. So if you see the two of them together, Eddie's actually taller. I mean, he's just growing about 1 centimetre a day. It's crazy. He's doing very well. He's starting to learn a few commands and things. He's still very stubborn and very strong-willed and wants to do his own thing, but, you know, it's a work in progress. So this weather's crazy. It's like 21, 22 degrees, or 21 degrees, which is very unexpected. You know, we are still in winter at the moment. And I'm guessing the cause of that is hot air from the Sahara desert carrying all of this dust. You can actually see some of it now on the windscreen of the car. So yeah, how weird. So one of the downsides of having these puppies is digging. I mean, this is like right in front of our, right in front of our front door. I've covered up this hole so many different times, and they just keep coming back and digging it over and over again. And then the little puppy is constantly picking up sticks and twigs and basically stripping logs and everything, and just creating like a huge mess all over my lawn. Like just all over the place. He has like little piles where he likes to sit, and he just like dismantles logs. And so today I'm going to go and tidy up this lawn. It also needs a cut because well, it's getting quite long in parts. Look over here. Basically we've had some rain, and so the lawn started to grow again. So I'm not going to bore you with watching me mow a hectare of lawn, but Gina's, well, she's actually been up to some cool stuff. So let's switch over to her. Out the way, doggies.
We booked a silver jewellery making course months ago. It was a birthday present to myself, got cancelled because of lots of reasons. But here I am hammering a pattern into a silver band so that I can make a fidget ring or a meditation ring. And this is the first process.
Make it look good.
And this is Bea, and she's also hammering in a texture, and she's going to make 3 stacker rings.
We're making a jewellery empire.
Yay! What are you making?
I'm going to make some little hoop earrings. So I've been twisting the metal to give it some texture, and I'm trying to do it into a circle, but it takes being very strong. I'm not very strong.
You've got to smash it hard.
Yeah.
Let's go and see what Andrea's making.
Well, I've made a flattened piece of silver and a rod.
A flattened piece of silver. That's and the dogs, they're helping.
Yes.
Hello, doggies.
Hello there.
Hello. Let's go and have it.
I'm making a stack of rings. So I've hammered these 2, and then this one's going to have little balls on it.
Are they balls of steel?
Balls of silver.
Ah, there you go. There's a lot more to making silver jewellery than you think. That's filing down the end so it's perfectly straight. So when you bend it around, it actually meets so that you can get the weld, the solder in perfect, because it doesn't fill gaps, it just joins it together. I really appreciate now why jewellery costs so much.
And then I will bring the torch underneath to draw the solder through. Just like that. a good old melt on this side first.
Julie was an excellent teacher. This is the start of our project. This is halfway through after I'd bent it and made a pattern. This was after the solder, putting it together. And this was the final piece. Look how amazing that looks. I was so proud of myself. And this is what everybody made. And I think you'll agree, it looks quite good. And this is Julie's information, and you can contact her on info@jewellery.co.uk. She also has the same jewellery.co.uk but in Portugal, so you just have to change the co.uk for PT, so .pt.
Cool, so I finished, the mowing's done. The sky's really picked up. I mean, I don't know if you can see in the background, it's really going a sort of yellowy orangey color. I just saw a news report that basically said that that's exactly what's going to happen. But yeah, come and have a look at what I've done. So, looking much nice right here. I've basically mowed all the way down here to the olive grove, and then all the way around to the other side of the house, and back up and across here. Here you can kind of see it a little bit better. It's all the way from the vineyard, all the way around the swimming pool, the back of the house, all the way down to the olive grove and all the way up here. And there's a nice sort of contrast line between where all the oats is and where the grass has just been cut. And then this direction, down towards where the dam is, I've kind of cut it all down here. So in the summertime we can put like deck chairs and things. And then we've made some nice little paths around here so that when we go on dog walks, you know, we don't have to trample through the grass. So I made nice little paths, and this one goes out and around the perimeter, and this one over here goes towards the front. Bizarrely, I actually quite enjoy cutting grass. I find it quite therapeutic. It's also quite good exercise, you know, pushing a mower around. You know, people have said, why don't I buy a tractor and a grass cutter and you know, or like a ride-on mower or something like that. I don't know, man. Like the mower that I bought was $300. So far it's lasted over 2 years. You know, that's 150 euros a year. A tractor, what's that going to cost me? 20 grand. How many years am I going to have to ride that thing around? For 20 years, it will cost me $1,000 a year. And I've still got to put fuel in, you know. So that's the reason I don't have one. We've also got our lovely neighbor, Joaquin, and he does like all of the plowing and the planting and stuff so that he can grow food for his sheep. And so I don't actually need a tractor for any of those types of things. But yeah, anyway, this is the sort of, I don't know if you'd call this the back of the house or the front of the house. But we're all nicely mowed along here, sort of up to this strip and down. This is going to be a place where you can park some camper vans for my friends, and then all the way along here around where the vegetable garden is. And actually this is something that you guys haven't seen in a while, is the veggie garden. So we took the cover off because it managed to stay on even with a really heavy wind, but we just thought it was going to get completely wrecked, so we've taken it off while it's a little bit rainy and stormy, and we're going to set that up again later. And for the time being, we sort of overwintered the vegetable garden. We've let everything, you know, go to seed or go to flower and seed. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to basically cut all this down. I'm going to rotivate it into the soil so that it can compost, and then we'll start our new growing season. And yeah, this is kind of like our car park area, and this has all been mowed into a really nice flat lawn now. So you can see it's looking really good. So the only sections I haven't mowed is the little roads going down towards the bottom field. And there's a section on the bottom field where Bob is parked, and I haven't mowed that yet. But I'll get round to that.
It's been a couple of days since we've had the sandstorm, so we've got better skies, but not quite blue yet. But it's nice to have some fresh air without all the sand. I made a huge mess. Everything was just covered in a really like brown, fine dust, and then it tried to rain a little bit and it just turned it all into mud. So everything's need washing off. Just need to wash off the solar panels next because they're looking a bit of a mess. Anyway, I really enjoyed that jewellery making class. with Carissa and Bea and Andrea. There was a great day out. So if you're looking for a rainy day activity or even a sunny day activity, I would definitely recommend that course. It's in central Portugal, it's in the Castelo Branco area, but we'll put all the details up so you can have a look, see how you can access that course for yourself. But yeah, I had a really fab time. So it's not just Ken that's been busy on the farm, so I've been looking at doing the lady garden, and it's not just the guys who need to weed whack. See, I need to weed whack my lady garden too, and that's what I've been up to. And I've also been doing the grapevines. So welcome to my lady garden, and I have lots of very technical names for the flowers. So this flower here is a yellow and pink flower, and I've been deheading that today, which was very nice and therapeutic. And then I have green leaves and more green leaves. I know that's a mint though, because I can smell it, but that's grass type stuff. And then here I found this little beauty, which I know the name of, that's a tulip, and I found that when I pulled back some of the weeds in there, which is absolutely stunning, and matches the jasmine that's going all the way up here. So I've had to tie that off today because it's gone mad, which is lovely. And then I've also trimmed back all the grapevines, so hopefully in the summer months we'll get a bit of shade over there, which will be good. And then down here we have yellow flowers, and I assume some people might think they're weeds, but I think they look pretty beautiful, so they're staying. And then orange flowers, and then this bit here, which just looks like a mess. I've just planted lots and lots of wild seeds, wild flower seeds, so that'll be good for the bees. And I've also been trimming my bush in the lady garden. So I cut all my rose bushes, of course, now, and they are looking like they're having a fantastic time, and they're really starting to come into their own. But we have loads more work to do on the farm. I've still got all of those grapevines to do. So it's been a week since Mimosa decided to love some caterpillars, processionary caterpillars, and I just thought I'd give you a little update on how you're doing. She is full of beans and back to herself. However, we did notice that she has a little sore on her side, and it's all dry and everything, but I think that's probably from maybe a little allergic reaction to maybe one of the medicines that she was given by injection. So we're going to keep an eye on it. We've shaved it just so we can keep it clean, and it's not oozy, it's just a bit irritated, so we'll make sure that we keep an eye on that. But she's happy and jolly, so I'm happy if she's happy.
Cool, so thanks for watching everyone. Tune in next week, same time, for another episode of Portugal Farm Life. And we've got to go now because we've got lots of work to do.
We're going to put it on Patreon.
We're going to stick it on Patreon. If you join us on Patreon, you get to see our videos one day early. So we've got to go and do that now. And we'll see you guys next week.
Ciao.
Same time. Ciao.
Bye.
Hasta luego.